Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're feeling a bit of anxiety right now surrounding your recent Class 12 results, I want you to know you're absolutely not alone. The post-result period, it can be incredibly stressful, especially when rumors and confusing procedures are just flying around everywhere. So today, we're going to clear up all that anxiety. We're going to walk through the exact, officially verified steps you need to take to verify your marks with the CBSE for the 2025-2026 session. Let's get into it. To help reduce that administrative overwhelm, here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at understanding on-screen marking. Second, the two-stage resolution process. Third, crucial rules and deadlines. Fourth, a step-by-step reevaluation guide. And finally, number 5, a massive fee reduction. All right, Section 1, understanding on-screen marking. Let's bust some myths right out of the gate here. On-screen marking, or OSM, simply means your physical paper was scanned and checked digitally by real teachers on a computer monitor. That's literally the whole thing. It doesn't mean AI graded your paper, and it definitely doesn't mean some machine tried to read your handwriting. The board introduced this specific technology for one reason: to improve accuracy, efficiency, and overall standardization in the evaluation process. Actually, this shift to digital is a huge win for you, the student. It completely wipes out those manual totaling, posting, and uploading errors that used to happen. The system mathematically prevents an evaluator from just accidentally skipping a question, which means every single answer is guaranteed to be evaluated against the marking scheme. Plus, it's eco-friendly, it boosts transparency, and it saves everyone an enormous amount of time. Moving right along to Section 2, the two-stage resolution process. Okay, pay close attention because this is the absolute core of the whole system. It's a two-stage process. Step 1 is applying to obtain your scanned, evaluated answer book. Step 2 is applying for the verification of issues and the actual reevaluation of specific answers. So the completely non-negotiable point here is the order. You have to complete Stage 1 to obtain your scanned copy before you're even eligible to apply for Stage 2. If you skip requesting the scanned copy first, you are entirely locked out of challenging any specific questions later. There's no workaround for that. Next up, Section 3, crucial rules and deadlines. The rule here is absolute. No application after the scheduled date and time and in offline mode will be accepted. Everything, and I mean everything, must be done strictly online through the official portal. They are not messing around with exceptions or offline forms. You can't have a cyber cafe submit an application on your behalf, and you certainly cannot drop a physical form in the mail. It's all on you online. Which brings us right to the timeline. Since today is May 18th, you need to be acutely aware that the window for Stage 1 opens tomorrow, May 19th. You only have until May 22nd to request your scanned copy. After that, the Stage 2 window for verification and reevaluation opens on May 26th and shuts tight on May 29th. And keep in mind, both of these stages have very strict midnight deadlines, 11:59 and 59 seconds p.m. to be exact. So please, whatever you do, do not leave this until the last minute. Now, a quick word of caution, because there is a real risk involved here. Reevaluation is a two-way street. If the reevaluation finds that you are actually awarded too many marks initially, your final score will go down. Even a decrease of a single mark is going to be officially recorded. And if your marks change at all, whether that's up or down, you'll have to surrender your current mark statement cum certificate, and a brand new one will be issued to you. So just be sure before you pull the trigger. All right, Section 4, Step-by-Step Reevaluation Guide. Let's get practical. So you log in and get your scanned copy. What's your very first move? It should be a purely technical check. Before you even look at your score, verify the document itself. Ask yourself, does this answer book actually belong to me? Are all the pages here? If you used supplementary copies or attached graphs, did those make it into the PDF? Is everything scanned correctly and actually legible? If you spot any discrepancy here whatsoever, you have to notify the CBSE immediately so they can fix the scan. Once that's clear, here's how you build your actual reevaluation strategy. First, preparation. Download and print the official question paper and the specific marking scheme for your exact set. Second, evaluation. Sit down, take a breath, and objectively compare your scanned answers directly against that official marking scheme. Finally, submission. If you decide to go ahead and challenge a mark, you've got to submit your reasoning with crystal clear facts. You have to explicitly point out exactly where your answer matches the marking scheme but wasn't awarded the points. Being vague is absolutely not going to help you here. And finally, Section 5, the massive fee reduction. You're going to love this part. So, according to the official Part 2 notice, CBSE has actually been monitoring the situation, taking cognizance of all the anxiety and the representations made by students and stakeholders on social media. The board recognized something really important. Financial barriers shouldn't prevent you from seeking transparency. So they stepped up and introduced a much more responsive, student-friendly mechanism. Just look at this contrast. To ensure absolutely no student is left behind because of cost, CBSE drastically slashed processing fees across the entire board. Obtaining your scanned copy dropped from 700 rupees all the way down to just 100 rupees per subject. Verification of issues dropped from 500 down to 100 rupees, and the reevaluation fee itself dropped from 100 rupees per question down to a mere 25 rupees. This makes the whole verification process incredibly accessible. But wait, it actually gets better. In a remarkably fair and student-friendly move, the board has declared that if your reevaluation actually results in an increase in your marks, the fee you paid for that specific challenge is entirely refunded to you. Yep, you heard that right. If you are right, the process essentially costs you nothing. And just to put any lingering doubts to rest, this policy is officially signed and dated by Dr. Sanyam Bhardwaj, the Controller of Examinations. This massive administrative relief, the slashed fees, the refund policy, it's all strictly verified fact. This isn't just some rumor floating around online. It is officially in writing. So, we've covered the exact steps, the strict deadlines, and the massive fee reductions. With the portal opening tomorrow, you basically have all the tools you need right now. The only real question left is, will you let the fear of a little bureaucratic paperwork stand between you and the marks you actually earned? Gather your papers, hit those deadlines, and advocate for yourself. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and best of luck.